UAE is a place I can find.
It's the go-to place.
Yes.
Yes.
Our final destination.
Yes.
Came back to UAE
Okay.
in 2012 and I started my own company.
Oh, fantastic.
Human respect,
Yeah.
creativity,
Yes.
sustainability, empathy. If you see, those are something which is very close to human
Yes.
nature.
Welcome to a new segment of Conversations with Assured, a show where we explore business, leadership, growth, and ideas shaping today's organizations. I'm your host, Leonard from Assured Grow Consultancy LLC, and joining me today is Mr. Mohammed Fahanas, Managing Director of Gulf Water Treatment Company based in the UAE, that has been contributing to water treatment and sustainable solutions across 15 countries. Water treatment plays a critical role in supporting industries, businesses, and communities by ensuring reliable access to clean and sustainable water resources. For over 30 years, GWT has been involved in delivering solutions that address these challenges through technology, expertise, and operational excellence. Welcome again, Mr. Fahanas.
Thank you, Leo.
So I think we can directly delve into, a set of questions that we wanted to understand about you as an individual as well as about GWT as a company. You were an engineer 10 years ago, but today you lead a business. How did this journey from engineer to entrepreneur happen?
I have done my BTech in engineering in biotechnology.
Okay,
That was back in 2006.
all right.
And then at that time, biotechnology was at hype.
Yeah, it was a
People
niche
were-
industry,
yeah,
yes.
People were talking a lot about biotechnology.
Mhm.
But then when I got into, the job market,
Mhm.
there was no value unless you have, masters, you have doctorate. So there's the reason I started to look to other industry.
Okay,
I worked a couple of years in Pune.
okay.
That was into biotechnology, but on an application side, on a sales side.
Sales side, all right.
Yeah, and then I came to UAE.
Okay.
So UAE is a place
Yeah, it was the
finally,
go-to place.
yes,
Yes.
our final destination.
Yes.
So and then after reaching here in UAE, I got into a company which is into water and wastewater.
Okay.
So there I started as a commissioning engineer,
Okay.
and process engineering, which is this base of
Yes,
water
correct,
and
yes.
wastewater. And then I was moved to India,
Okay.
Pune,
Okay.
when that company started their operation in India.
Oh, okay. So they set up business in India
Yes,
as well.
so I was the first among a few people who were moved to India.
Okay.
I was running the show there.
Okay.
I should say completely. I
Okay.
was handling sales, marketing.
So running a profit center
Exactly.
on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I got into. I got that. The spark of business.
Okay.
Even when my school days,
Mm.
I did my school in Kendra Vidyalaya.
Okay.
So it's mostly my friends,
Mhm.
my schoolmates, they're mostly coming from government background. Their fathers,
Okay.
they work,
Yeah.
So I was only from a business background. My father was into a business.
Okay.
So always they tell you are from a business background. So I
Mm.
always have that I should start a business when I grow up. So
Mhm.
once I finished my contract in Pune,
Mhm.
I came back to UAE
Okay.
in 2012 and I started my own company.
Oh, fantastic.
So that the name of that company is Amazon Water Tech.
Okay. So the company did the same thing that you were doing earlier in Pune, or was it?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay.
At that time, I was the only staff.
Okay.
I was everything.
So you were bootstrapping the company right from the
Yes,
ground
yes,
up.
yes.
Okay,
So
that's
it was-
fantastic to hear.
Yeah. So when people talk about water treatment, everybody when I say water treatment, people always think about the filtration system
Yeah,
which
exactly.
we keep under the sink.
Yeah,
small
or the
filter.
aqua garden in India, like
Yes,
what
yes.
they say.
So
Yeah.
So my aspiration was always to look into a bigger project.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So and the other challenge is for looking into a bigger project, you always need to have good profile.
Of course, yes.
So 3 years I was doing small projects. It's
Mhm.
not a project, basically filtration systems for
Mhm.
hospitals, and for schools,
So building your project blue book, basically.
Yes, yes. Those are
Okay.
small systems,
Okay.
and then since I was always looking into a bigger opportunity, like there was always a rejection for bigger project.
Mhm.
So, and then, I came across this company, Gulf Water.
Okay.
Gulf Water, it's around a 32-old company.
Mhm.
So in 2016, I took over this company from
Okay.
the current owners. Like at that time, they were doing medium scale project, mostly into oil and gas.
Oil and gas.
And
Okay.
they were focusing only on desalination side.
Okay.
So yeah, so by that time we built a small team,
Okay.
and we started to venturing to other areas like municipality sector,
Mhm.
industries. We started to give multiple solutions like sewage treatment plan,
Okay.
desalination plan, industrial wastewater treatment plan, pumping stations. So that's how.
So you diversified before the takeover, or did you diversify
After
No.
takeover.
Okay.
So
After.
they were
Interesting.
completely into desalination.
Desalination
When I
fraud.
took over the
Okay.
company. So they didn't do much part in other
Okay.
solutions.
Okay.
So, but they have done a quite good number of projects in multiple countries.
Okay.
So all those gave a profile.
Profile, yeah, a strong profile for the company as well.
Yes, and also that helped me to they had a good existing clientele itself.
Exactly.
That also helped me to
repeat business as well.
business and strengthen my.
The portfolio was
Yes,
got really strong
yes,
after
yes.
that. Okay.
So now we are around 160 people.
Okay,
Like
fantastic.
we have our operation in Saudi Arabia,
Mm-hmm.
Oman,
Okay.
and we have our engineering office back in India.
Yes.
And we had done around 16 projects in more than 16 countries.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And out of this 150, like mostly it's engineers, I should say 70,
Okay.
80
Okay.
percent are engineers.
Engineers. So I would say it would be safe to say that the expansion or the growth story will now come from you spreading your wings across the region, and maybe even moving far and wide.
Yes.
Expanding to multiple more countries as well. Oh, that's fantastic to hear. So, during your first phase of expansion, that is with the takeover of GWT, what was the biggest gap between how you thought the business worked and how it actually worked?
As a company, in water and wastewater, like it's a solution based company. It's a technology driven company. We are not into any in a kind of manpower supply, or we are not into any kind of manufacturing. It's basically like it's an engineering intense company.
Yeah. So you're project driven.
Company. So we so the major challenge is that when we have people, to get the right people is one of the most important challenge. And once we have the people, the next challenge will be how to get the productivity out of the people. That's important, the challenge which
of course, yes. Oh, that's good to know. So I would say, like as you mentioned before, that you're a company of engineers, but then you're looking to transform or evolve into a company of engineers and managers.
Yes.
To make sure that the vision of your company over the next 5 years is carried on exactly as per what you put on pen and paper.
Yes.
Okay.
So just to continue what you're saying, like in 2023, we had set a good mark in the market. We started to get recognition.
Okay.
And most of our project, normally it's a repeated or projects.
Yes.
And with reference.
Yes.
Why? Because the project which we deliver will be fully satisfied to the client. So they are always helping us to give a reference. So we done many projects are similar.
So the quality of project, pace of the project, all of that has been very well received by your customers. So I think this is quite the norm of the industry as well, in a projects-based industry, where your profile of your previous projects and its delivery and overall functionality and reliability plays a very key or important part in your future sales as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So the key is that it's all about the people.
People, yes.
So even a supervisor, is a part of this
Of course.
delivery.
Yeah, they're all part of an important, the multiple moving parts. Yeah, and in a projects-based company, yes, if one of those moving parts fails, there can be a lot of backlogs which which you might have to face. in the future.
So in 2023, we got ourselves set. Like, we have people for all the departments. So I myself, like, we got into, more into strategies.
Strategy, yes.
Yeah. So, like, we have a 5-year plan. We
Yes.
started to work on those things. Like, and we have department heads. Like, the company was completely set.
So as the business grew,
Mhm.
what started becoming harder to control? Operations, visibility, or consistency?
So, if I talk about the business, like, especially, like, when my experience with my organization, all these factors are quite important.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So, yeah, as I said, in 2023, we were set, like, we have not proper operations team, we have proper procurement team, sales team, everything is set. And then we got into, like, as a management, I got into more into strategies, like, wherein we set our vision,
Correct.
and we started to drive towards that.
Mhm.
So the operation was set.
Yes.
But the problem which we faced at that time was the visibility.
Visibility.
So we have good qualified people, like, everything was perfect. But when we talk about more business, when we talk about larger project,
Yes.
even if we have top people, like, top performing people, the visibility was quite important, which was lacking at that point.
Okay.
So if you don't have visibility, the consistency will,
Okay.
come down by itself.
So when you're talking about visibility, just trying to get a little more deeper into that. You're
Yes.
talking about specifically about sales visibility, organizational visibility in terms of growth, or any other kind of visibility where you're looking at technology implementation or people growth, things like that. So what kind of visibility was a challenge for you specifically?
Yeah. So, as I said, like in 2023, but we had our own, internal consultant.
Yes, correct. Yes.
So who was basically like looking after, like, we have a roadmap.
Yes.
So we are trying to implement a lot of, we have proper objectives with respect to sales, with respect to operation, with respect to HR, like all the
Okay.
functions of business.
Okay.
And we try to implement one by one.
Okay.
But what we really faced challenge was that, like, we were not getting complete result. Like, we from 23 mid to 2024, we did a lot of things. We didn't get that performance.
Okay.
So what we did is that we had a consultant, from Assured, wherein, like, they have a team of people, like, so we have a consultant who is there with us throughout the month. So we have a lot of discussions, like, and then what happened is that it's not just one brain. Consultant, they have a bigger team,
Yes,
in back
correct, yeah.
office. So they, they deep dive into various conversation, and we come up with solutions. And from there on, we started to implement a lot of system and process. So system and process, in the sense, like, we started to implement ERP.
Okay.
Okay, so now complete organization is going with ERP, right from inquiry generation to warranty close up. So
Okay.
completely under one
One single process.
So
Yeah.
they, like, Azure had supported us a lot, like,
Okay.
implementing, like, doing multiple brainstorming, talking to our ERP developers, like, talking to our internal team. So they, like, they played a major role. So when such a consultant comes into place, there's a big shift in our the way we approach our the vision, the way we approach our growth.
Yeah, because that I think also helps you in terms of collecting the right data and analyzing that as well to
Yes.
see, where you might face roadblocks in the future, roadblocks that could hinder your growth or hinder your growth story, which you have set as a 5-year plan.
Yes.
So that definitely does help. What was the point where you felt the business would need to build systems to enhance individual productivity?
Yes, I think it's continuation to what
Yes.
you asked, the visibility part.
Visibility, yes.
So we, as I said, we did a lot of things.
Mhm.
We implement a lot of things, but that visibility wasn't coming in
Mhm.
place. As an organization, when we grew, we can't completely depend upon, people. We
Correct.
have to have a proper, system
Yes.
and process, and this system has to be captured properly. So we have to have it as a data.
Yes.
Okay, so now, like in what we are building along with Azure, like we are trying to build a complete organization level eagle eye, dashboards.
Okay.
Wherein how it all started is that, like we understood that, like when if the company has to perform, the each individual have to perform.
Yes.
So we have to track the performance of an individual.
Yeah.
If those individual perform, their department will perform.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so if that department perform, the company perform. So that is a cascade effect.
Yeah, sum of efforts, basically. You're
Yes.
looking at the sum of efforts.
Yes. So now what we are doing is that, along with Assured, like we are trying to capture data in all level. Like,
Okay.
from the performance, like the performance management, KPIs. So we are trying to get every data in one single dashboard. Now, the systems are so highly, developed, like with AI. It's very easy for us to, have proper, visible
Correct.
data
Yes.
with, analytics,
Yes.
which will say, like what has gone wrong, what has, what we have to do. So we have completed our sales, CRM, or I should
Okay.
say, sales visibility. Earlier, like being in this industry, sales is something which take longer time. Like the
Correct,
sales
yeah.
cycle is more than 1.5 years, sometimes
Yeah.
go 2 years. So we don't have we never got a proper
Forecasting will be difficult.
it's
Yes,
very
very
difficult. Like,
difficult.
we spend
Yes.
a lot of money on people, we
Yeah.
spend a lot of money on marketing, but there won't be a proper
Yeah.
forecasting. Now, what we did is that, like we have proper, say, sales life cycle
Yeah.
systems in place. Like why, for a simple example, if we lost a sales, when we deep dive, like and we have a system and process wherein we can see, like what is the reasons of
Lost tree, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we have optimized that complete sales process, and at each the phase of sales process or sales cycle, we have data. So now,
Okay.
like we have very good sales family. Similarly, we are working on other side also,
Okay, that's
where, like Assured consultants are putting a lot of effort in it.
okay.
So that's
Fantastic.
one part, and the other part is the digital transformation.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So
Yeah, that I think in today's day and age, I think that's the need of the hour,
yes,
which is digital transformation.
yes,
Because capturing data has become a very key indicator of whether you win in business or lose in business. It's
exactly.
very important.
Yes.
What is one organizational problem that kept repeating no matter how many internal fixes you tried?
Yeah, it's like one which I talked about, sales.
Sales. Okay.
So we had failed multiple times, even after putting a lot of effort on the sales. We have done a lot of things, but we failed, but we still strive.
Strive to do
Yeah.
it. So it's still an ongoing problem,
Ongoing
but
process.
but it's an improvement. It's something like Kaizen, where you're trying to continuously improve.
Exactly.
Okay. So that yes, because of the uncertainty, just
Mhm.
considering the nature of business and the industry that you're in, uh, it definitely helps when you have the right data, because then you can definitely plan ahead, especially when it comes to finances.
Yes,
So I
exactly.
think that would be absolutely critical.
So, as continuing the business, the digital transformation which we are doing now.
Okay.
So we have our internal people,
Okay.
like those are techie people, like
Yeah.
which we had recently. So they are working on each department,
Okay.
where they can automate.
So
Okay.
is this on the app or on specifically application?
So
or
initially,
ERP?
our thought was that, like for example, our but there are certain department which they have to do. It's for us. It's an investment. It's a supportive
Correct.
department for sales. We call it as right now proposal department.
Okay.
So we put a lot of effort there. We have to have highly qualified engineers to make the technical proposal.
Yes.
It's a
Of course,
proposal,
yeah.
like for a solution.
Yes.
So they, like once we have a tender, we put a lot of time and effort to study about the tender and to kick in the solution.
Correct.
So
Yes.
now, like our thought, in continuation to your question, how we can improvise there. So now we have to increase the productivity of our people.
Correct. Yes.
And also now we are building systems wherein all these tenders can be learned by systems.
Okay.
So our expertise will be verifying each step our engineers, they'll go and verify.
Okay.
Okay, and in certain cases, like we have to put their thoughts also. They have to
Yes.
put their, So we are trying to automate a lot of our processes now.
Okay.
Similarly, like we are next will be like in the electrical department,
Yeah.
how we can automate the. Similarly, like in the finance department, how we can automate. So that is one thing which we are doing.
Okay.
The digital transformation. We have integrated along with Assured
Assured,
guidance,
yeah.
because they were there like in our journey last 2 years, so they know what are things to be automated, like
Correct,
so
yeah.
with hands support from Azure, like our team is working along with them.
Yeah, I think the next logical step would be, you know, towards automation would be, I know AI is the big thing right now, but because your industry is so geared towards technical excellence, I think the next logical step would be machine learning,
Yes.
where, a lot of your data that you're feeding into your systems, you make sure that you build enough machine learning systems within it so that in the future, when you have new projects coming in, engineers have to create technical specifications or they have to create, specific BRDs. That is when machine learning can actually help. And then we obviously move into AI, which is very geared towards your specific requirements.
So that ultimately what will happen is that we are not trying to cut the load of.
Of course
job.
not. Yes, of course
So we are
not.
trying to increase the productivity.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not looking at reducing the number of people. We're just making sure that, their productivity goes up significantly so that they don't do redundant or, tasks which can
Repetitive
be, yeah,
tasks.
repetitive tasks,
Yes.
which can be automated very easily.
Yes, that's our.
Yeah, I think that is the basis of automation as well.
Yes, yes.
At what point did you realize that experience and people were not enough alone and you needed better visibility or structured decision making?
So in going back to
Mhm.
question, like in any industry, like especially in solution or service industry, like people are inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to have much better people, like who like who is not just a performer, but at the same time a committed people.
Yes.
So for me, rather than just going towards system and process and technology, my first emphasis is again like how we can build a better team.
Build a better team.
Yeah. So now another initiative which we are taken recently is like leadership transformation.
Okay.
So there we have again we have had a few consultants. Okay, with whom again Nashwari is also working with those consultants. So those consultants are like professors.
Okay.
Who are well versed in like on the human
Element,
behavior,
yeah, human element.
human element. So
Yeah.
so when Ashur is also working along with them, on this journey of leadership transformation, which I feel during this phase of our growth, it's very important.
Yes.
Okay, so system and process is
Yeah.
one side. At the same time, we have to build like the leaders.
Of course, yeah. The systems just help the leaders.
Leaders, yeah.
So we are looking at building systems which basically help in better decision making.
Yes, yes.
So only if we have systems which support that, decisions can be accurate, and you can actually do, I would say very detailed RCA. If any of your decisions go wrong, why did it go wrong?
Okay.
The only thing that can support it would be systems which actually record the specific metrics which were displayed for making a specific decision.
Got it.
So yeah, so I think yes, that is the right approach where we're looking at making sure that systems are there to support the people.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Because that's the
you
only
framed
way.
it correctly. Yeah.
So that's the only way I think the organization can move forward, is because that will help in better and faster decision making as well. So what do you think would be a key growth area for you, at least based on how your organization is functioning at present?
So there are two aspects again into it. One, like to what we are doing now, the solution. to be masters in those things.
Yes. Okay.
That's one thing. And the second thing is like bringing new technologies. Those are the second thing which will help us to lead the race. So we have a function like where like mostly they work on the new technologies, in water and wastewater, like
Yes.
how
Yes.
we can adopt those
Of course.
technology and lead the competition, or
Yes.
so that is another part which we are going. So end of the day, it's all about again going back to people. So we are looking for better people for that, like and yeah, that's
Yeah, but I think it could also be things like developing systems around people, like, say, for example, like what we spoke about, training programs, making sure that your organization is capable, not just the people, not just an individual, but the organization, the team is capable.
Yes, I agree
Building
with you.
capability across the team, making sure that, like how you said, you're bringing in external consulting firms or external consultants like professors, people from the educational field to train your people on,
Yes.
on the human element of doing business.
Yes.
I think these are fantastic initiatives that you've taken, and these are the same kind of things which you would have to do to move further as well,
Yes.
other than the technology aspect of things. And these are also part of systems.
Yes.
I always classify these things as systems as well. Systems is not only about softwares or about automations, but it's about making sure that there is something that you're leaving as a legacy within your company, so that you are evolving from maybe an owner driven company to an organization, to a corporate organization.
Yes.
Yeah, like, so what I was saying, what I mentioned earlier as well, that it's very heartening to see that your approach towards towards growth, towards strategy, towards developing your people, because ultimately you are a very people driven organization, and one of your aims should be to get into one of the great places to work.
True.
Get ranked over there as well,
True.
where
True.
if an individual wants to join your company tomorrow, they should be absolutely confident that this company is a company which will support me both in a personal as well as professional capacity. So
So
that
if you while you were coming to our office, like in the lobby, you might have seen our core values.
yes, yes,
So it's like happiness, human respect,
yeah,
creativity,
yes,
sustainability, empathy. If you see, all those are something which is very close to human
yes,
nature. So we don't want to have something like the value of the company should be more towards, for me, like value develops the culture.
yes, obviously, yes,
Okay, and we are a company like it's human driven,
yes,
people driven organization.
yeah.
So I give a lot of emphasis on those values. So on reality, let it be a office boy, let it be a director, those respect,
Yes, of
those
course, yeah.
empathy, which makes it a totally different
Approach. Yeah, working
approach on
environment becomes
culture.
very positive.
Yes.
Culture becomes very positive. Yes, and you have systems to support this.
Yes. If you see people
Yeah.
like we have people who left the organization and they came back to us in the span of 1 month. So they're saying like they don't feel that culture or togetherness. So that
Correct.
is
Yeah.
a great success.
Yeah.
Which I would say like I'm
And
quite
one more thing is the culture of innovation as well. So, as long as you keep innovating, people are not stuck in a rut, doing the same thing again and again.
Yes. Yes.
So, if you continuously promote the culture of innovation,
We call this in our core value, it is creativity.
Creativity, yes,
Yeah.
creativity as well. So, innovation, creativity. What happens is that it keeps people, not only keeps people engaged, but it also creates a genuine interest in doing your work. Productivity automatically goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is also a fantastic thing that you're doing.
So like so after certain growth, it's all about like how the people perform.
Correct, yes.
And for people, at the end of the day, we all are human.
Yes.
We have to bring values to the people. So that is another aspect which we are trying to do. Like we do a lot of efforts on back to community.
Yes. So
where
CSR.
a kind of CSR activity where we where possible, we give solutions or we give supports. Let it be in India, let it be in Africa, like where we provide solutions for
Correct, yeah.
remote villages. So end of the day, people really feel that yes, we are contributing something towards the
So
society.
since your company deals with the source of life, which is water,
Yes.
This is something which you can really move forward with, especially with
Yes.
CSR.
Yes.
So, with a lot of the places in the world still suffering from poor water resources
Yes.
or supply for people,
Yes. Yes.
GWT can definitely contribute in
Yes.
making a
Yes.
big difference in
So
closing
we,
these
we, we are
gaps.
we are not making as a marketing point, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
it's
know
very very much
it
coming
is
from
more
inter.
more. I would say it is more as a culture rather than
Yes.
it being even CSR. I would say if it is inbuilt in your company culture, in the culture of you yourself, your shareholders, as well as your people.
We terms a BTC, back to
BTC.
community.
Back to community. Okay.
We don't want to
Yeah.
have the jargon of CSR.
CSR. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So like
Good.
so when people feel proud and happy,
Yeah.
when people within the organization feel happy and proud when we contribute towards that. So that all will help, like to have a mentality or have
Correct.
the feeling for the people, like they are working for an organization which really cares for the society.
For society, yes.
And as you said, like we have a vision of going to IPO in the
Correct,
near
yeah.
future. So we are getting ourselves prepared for this
Okay.
readiness to IPO. So like we are building team, we're building consultancy, we are building strong financial supports.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And inshallah, in the future,
Inshallah.
you will move towards an IPO, to an initial
Yes.
public offering as
Yes,
well.
yes, yes.
So it was fantastic talking with you, having
Thank
this
you.
brief conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to multiple years of fruitful business
Together.
for both GWT and Assured Grow Consultancy. Thank you and
Thank you.
goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.